Hi, my name is Sandy and I have just got a short video to run you through how to plant the plants that you have just been given. First of all, we will start with filling the pots. So when you get your, if you have received pots, put about half of the bag in each pot. So divide the bag between the two pots. You can pour it in or you can scoop it in, it doesn't really matter which way it goes in, but about half the bag in each pot. Planting your tomatoes, it's as simple as digging a hole for your tomato. You gently turn the tomato plant upside down and then pop it in the hole. Turn it upside down, take it out of the pot obviously, and then pop it in the hole and just fill in around it. This is me just filling in around the tomato plant. It's all good to go. And then just give it a good water. You'll need to keep it moist so as it'll grow quite happily. The next one is the lettuce. All I did was I made 3 lines with my finger in the dirt. The lines are about a centimetre deep, not very deep, and then just scattered the lettuce seedlings in there. Once they come up, they will need to be thinned out. You will need to reduce the number that are in there, and you just pick out a few in between so as you've got a bit of a scattering. And again, just give it a good water. That's that done. So sugar snaps are my favourite. They rarely make it into the house. I have used my lettuce pot here and I've just scattered some sugar snap seeds around the top. You can put them anywhere, it doesn't have to be in a circle, you can do it any way you want. You just go through and push them in about an inch. You'll see my photography skills are not that great. I'm pointing just there at the little lettuce seedlings that are starting to come up. I've done this about a week after planting the lettuce seedlings. Then just cover them up, give them a good water, and you're right to go. The sugar snaps will need a little bit of support. I have just gone and picked up some branches. These have just come out of below a gum tree. Nothing exciting. It's certainly cheaper than buying. Oh, that one was broken. Certainly cheaper than buying supports or anything like that, and they do the job just as well. I'll show you a little bit more about that towards the end of this video, but for now these will provide the sugar snaps with a little bit of support. They are a bit of a climbing plant, and that's the finished product. Okay, saving seeds. A couple of you have got pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are the easiest things to save. These ones I literally harvested from something I got from the supermarket. This is a nice, good, fat, full pumpkin seed. All you have to do is pop it in some soil and it will grow. Water and it will grow. What you're looking at there is a pumpkin plant that's come up from seeds that I've saved. The pumpkin plant, you will see that there's a couple of there's big fat leaves and then there's that tiny little leaf in the middle. That's the real true leaf. The others are called seedling leaves, and when you plant them you need to make sure that you plant right up to the top of those seedling leaves. The next one is tomatoes. Tomato seeds are really easy to save. I cut some slices of tomato and put them on some paper, and then when the slice of tomato had dried out, I just peeled away the slice of tomato and it left the seeds behind. When you grow tomatoes, you just grow them a little bit under the surface of the soil. A good rule of thumb is to plant the seed at the depth of the seed length. So if the seed length is half a centimetre, you plant it half a centimetre deep. These are tomato seedlings. and you can see in the little long leaves are the seedling leaves, and then the other leaves that look more jagged, I guess, are the actual true leaves of the tomato. Lettuce seed is really easy to grow. This is This is a lettuce plant that has gone to seed, and on the top you can see all the little flower buds that are ready to come out. They haven't quite started to flower, but what happens is they'll flower, and then you'll start to see little seeds form when the flowers die off. And you just got to wait until those seeds have formed, and then you can harvest them and plant them again next year. I mentioned I'd talk about the sticks that I used for the sugar snaps, but before I do that, I just wanted to say you don't need anything special to start growing your own plants. You don't need all the fancy stuff. If you've got a container that has got holes in the bottom of it, that's all you need, and you can fill it with soil. The soil can come out of your garden. You don't have to have potting mix. As long as you've got holes in the bottom where it will drain. This is just a butter container, and the lid acts as a little tray. These are the sticks that I gathered. Just went out to a gum tree and picked up a whole heap of sticks. I've trimmed them off a little bit, and you can see that there are some that are a bit thicker and stronger, and then there are some that are quite small. These are the sticks in the container.
Hi, this is my Nashi pear tree. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to get compost into your garden. I've just dug a hole here. I'm going to fill this with just veggie scraps, a few eggshells and some veggie scraps, and the worms are going to come along and eat it all and provide the tree with all of the nutrition that it needs. Simple as that. Don't need to buy anything special, just dig a hole and put your veggie scraps in. So these are my veggie scraps now in the hole. Now you can do this in bed. You can do it in your veggie bed, you can do it in your pot plants, whatever, it doesn't really matter. If you've got pot plants, then the pot plants need to be sitting on dirt so as the worms can get in. They're not going to come in if they're just sitting on a patio, but if you've got anywhere in the garden and you want to feed something, just plant your veggie scraps, and then these little flowers hopefully will turn into some nice Nashi pears. Something to remember when you are putting your compost in: don't include citrus peel, so lemon, orange peel, mandarin peel, or onions, leeks, garlic, any of that sort of stuff. The worms don't like onions and citrus, or meat, or dairy.